Roll call.
Hardly heard it.
Has it been taken?
It has.
Great. Approval of agenda. Anything to add?
Mr. Chairman, I have 2 items to add under new business,
Okay, Jack?
and we can put them together as one if you want. The German, I as German language camp and adult German class.
Okay. And that's under,
New business can be I and J, or put them together as one, just I.
okay. German language class. Good. Anything else?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed. Then we need to look at the minutes. They're attached from August 1st. Any changes, any corrections?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as printed.
Okay.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
And passed. Okay. Financial report. That's attached. Take a gander. Motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the financial report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed. Unfinished business. So consider implementing Young Artists and Author Showcase event to New Ulm Youth. That was tabled from the April 4th meeting. Do we have anything on that?
That was my project, and I haven't worked on it, but I promise to have something.
For October.
Yes,
So
I
table
promise.
to October. Okay. And then B, Hanzios Exchange Program, Inbound PIA. And there was an email by Lisa. She's not coming on the 27th. She's coming the day before at 6:30. That's a Wednesday. So we need to see if we could find someone who can pick her up.
Unless somebody has a desire to go Kenyon, I'll pick her up.
Very good.
We've done that before, so if somebody else wants to.
And you know the location?
I
'Cause
got the information, I'll double check on it, whatever, but we've done it before, made the sign, welcome her,
Fantastic.
and all that.
Good.
Will you take her to Jensen's to get the car too?
I'll take her to Warmka's.
Oh, they're gonna.
Conrad does that.
Okay, yeah.
I'll take
Conrad
her-
teaches her driving.
I'll take her to Warmka when we get back to New Ulm,
Okay.
and after that,
Sure.
Oh,
And there'll be time. Great. Do we need to do a motion with that?
Mr. Chairman, have somebody checked with Jensen's to make sure they're still okay with the car?
That I don't know. Has anybody checked? I think we need to.
I
do
know
that.
Rick pretty well. If it's okay, I will do it.
Please.
And I'll take care of getting the certificate of insurance for him too from the City Hall.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Good. Thank you, thank you. Okay. And we don't need a motion on that, we just have people volunteer, right?
right.
Okay. So that's PIA.
Oh, by the way.
Yes.
Make sure that Eric and Sarah understand that it's a day early.
Yeah.
I will talk
We'll
to
take care
her.
of that.
I
Thank
will.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vic. And so we got our host fam, except we don't have anybody for January, is that correct?
Down farther, didn't it say that the Bartles might
Somewhere
be?
said
Yes.
Bartles in
Somewhere
there.
I thought I saw.
I
it.
Did
visited-
someone,
I visited with Connie on Saturday, and she said her and Jim are definitely willing to
Okay.
take.
so that's taken
They've
care of?
got 2 kids living at home. They're in the 20s, so I mean, it would work out.
Oh,
Both
that'd
girls.
be perfect.
So much fun last time, yeah.
Great.
So I will talk to them and let them know that it's a for sure.
Okay, sounds good. Wonderful. New business, Hanzios Exchange Program, Inbound PIA, Plan welcome reception for PIA, date, location, food.
I'll do it gladly. Just tell me the date and was the food okay? We'll do it out at the bowling alley like we always do.
Yeah.
Because we can bring snacks. Do you just tell me what date, and we'll just set a meeting for that.
Okay.
Doesn't matter to me.
When do we normally do that? Do we do that right away normally?
About a week after they
Yeah.
get here.
Week after, so they
Yeah.
get settled?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, we could do it the day of our meeting. could we?
Yes, exactly. That's
Sure.
what
We
we
could do it,
For November meeting.
yeah, our November meeting.
Then
Okay,
have a
what's
meeting
that
out
date?
there, yeah.
That is,
We can do an early one on Halloween on State Street.
I already told Sarah you're taking
I
her.
am taking her. I will.
Yeah.
oh,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
gotta experience that, that's
We got a
right.
room for
Sarah
it, the
thought that was
snowmobile
great,
races and.
because then they could
November-
take Jack, their little
November
boy,
8th?
they could take Jack and then.
Say that again, Jen?
November 8th, would that be November 8th?
That's
Oh,
Tuesday.
sorry, 7th, there we go.
7th.
7th.
Yeah,
Okay.
My phone says election date. Is it just
Yes.
telling me that for,
Oh.
is
Yes.
that, do we,
That
are
is
we
election
open on,
day.
are we open on
That
such things?
May want to do a following week.
well, actually, Monday is not election day, Tuesday is.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
that-
So I think we're good.
All right.
Okay.
I'll set it up just like I did the other time.
Okay,
Oh, this is-
And make sure the media is notified where we're gonna be.
I will,
that'd be
I
good.
will.
And let our friends know as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a time?
We usually started the meeting at 5:30 and then everybody stayed out in the bar and then they came in around 6, isn't that
Meeting
right?
at 5:30 or 5:15?
Or
Maybe it
5:15.
was 5:15,
Yeah.
but we didn't have a long meeting or.
Yeah, 5:15.
5:15 meeting
bowling
out there
alley.
at the bowling alley.
Okay.
Sounds good. Great.
At the bar at 1400,
And we-
What?
2 o'clock, huh?
And when talking with Sarah and Eric, make sure that they know about it
Abso-
too.
Oh,
Way
yeah.
ahead- way
Lisa will be
ahead of
good,
time.
yeah, and all the people.
All of them.
Yeah,
all the people
I
should be
will
there.
let them all know. I will know Kelsey and Corey.
Yep.
Is that his name? Yeah, Corey, and Bartles.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Good.
Fantastic. Yeah, they should know first. And then food, do we just potluck it?
We
I know-
potluck and then we order hors
Order a few?
d'oeuvres.
Perfect.
That's how we did it. If that's
Okay.
okay with everybody, that's what I'll do again.
Sounds good.
Works all, every time.
Works every time with Mona.
Yeah.
And I'll make the motion to number 3 there in Jensen Motors, and I'll take care of it.
Sounds good. And so we need to second that motion.
Second.
And all approved.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, passed.
Mr. Chairman, a couple other items there
Yeah.
before she gets here.
Yeah.
Are we arranging so she has a cell phone?
We normally do
When
that.
I've hosted the guys, I give them one of my old cell phones, which is just a flipper.
Good
Yeah,
idea.
if it's still working, we can use that one again. You've got the track phone, but we couldn't get it going.
Couldn't get, 'cause it's stored here in
Yeah,
our
and we just
closet.
couldn't make the connections. I've had that with track phones myself, that they just don't go. For some odd reason, you can't get in and connect it. So we tried, and he used my other backup cell phone. So if we want to use that, fine. Or if someone wants to handle a smartphone for him.
Or maybe we
or
could check with Pia if she
Has
has
her own,
Has
an
her own,
unlocked
yeah.
phone.
yeah.
That would be easy enough to get the SIM card for her.
Yeah, okay.
So we need to communicate with her.
Okay.
Or with her
Okay.
plan, will
Transfer.
she have something to add to it so that she can yet use it in the States?
Yeah. That's a possibility. My phone, I used in Europe, because that was it's unlocked, so you can get the SIM in order to use it there. So, so it's a possibility vice versa, I would think. So if she has her own
Okay, so
smartphone.
someone will contact her.
You
I
want,
can,
well, you
but-
want to visit with Lisa, and Lisa has been, you
Yep.
know,
Yes,
send her
I
an
was
email
gonna
and
say-
stuff. I think that would
Yep.
be,
Have Lisa contact her and say, we're set to pick you up on the date you're coming.
26th.
And what are you doing for cell phone? Do you have one? Is it capable to be used in the United States?
Okay. Very good.
Okay, Mr. Chair, another item has to be handled before she gets here is arranging speaking engagements. There were none last year. And I can give a list to someone who would write the letters to the various organizations and so forth, and then asking them if they want to have her speak at their organizations. In my meeting with her, I suggested 2 topics, the the railway and bus systems of Germany, which are rather unique, and also something on the history of the Minster, because that just celebrated a big anniversary.
Yeah.
So those are two things she's considering as topics to present.
Sounds
So
good.
she's got something to go with.
So,
And I've got a list of places that should be contacted and
Okay.
see if they're interested. With the college, I've spoken with Professor Donnell already, and he's going to ask her to speak to his classes, and then, like we did when Connie Uswald was here, we're going to set up, if we can, and it works into our schedule, set up what we call a Stammtisch, which they come into the cafeteria, and any students at the college who are in German can come down and speak with her in German.
oh, nice.
Connie enjoyed that immensely.
Okay,
And possibly, if interested, if her schedule works, I'll connect her with our German-speaking group here in town that meets every couple Sundays. So
Okay.
that's another one. So those are some things to consider for her.
maybe even the high school.
Well, I said, I've got that down, and remember, if you are writing the high school, the middle school, you write to the principal or the superintendent, not to the German teacher.
Okay,
So we're guaranteed it will get. They've assured us they do have German, but we've never gotten a response when we write to the German teacher. So the superintendent and principal says you write to us,
okay,
and we will take care of it.
very good.
The other item, and if you want to do this, is someone who's be the keeper of the calendar. When I was doing that as chair, I always sent out, okay, today he's here, tomorrow he's there, so everybody knew what he was doing. If someone wanted to do something with him or her, they could contact me, and then she'd put it in. If she got something, she'd let me know. We put it in the calendar. So the commission is aware of what's going on in case they want to do something. But depends upon if someone wants to put the work into it and handle that, dealing with her on a day-to-day basis.
Okay,
So that's another item possibly.
okay. So do we need a motion for the, for Jack to get a hold of the different
I
organizations?
thought the secretary would do it this time.
Okay,
Come on,
You were
Carol.
great, I thought.
so we don't need a motion for that?
No.
What-
I'll just give her the list.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, I'm gonna be
Perfect.
gone.
Okay. Anytime between, in September now to get the letter out that they can get back.
Okay, I'm leaving this Saturday to go to Arizona.
Okay.
And how long?
How long?
A week.
Say 3 months.
Yeah.
We got time.
Nice try, Carol.
Take the list,
Yeah.
take the list along, make it a work-
Yeah, while you're enjoying the sun.
That's
you
right.
get a working vacation.
It is a working vacation, believe me.
That's right, your son's
Okay.
been out there,
Yeah.
That's all I have on that topic.
Very good. Thank you. Thank
good
you. Those
idea.
are
Jack,
two
you have
important
met
pieces.
with Pia?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a nice conversation. She had some questions. I said, you don't have to bring towels and bedding and sheets and stuff. That's one thing I made sure. And filled her in some what the housing is like, the car, giving presentations. So she's aware of a lot of that. So we had a nice talk.
Good for you.
Good.
Yeah, excellent.
Sounds great. Yeah, and I didn't get a chance to see her in my short little
Yeah.
time that I was there, but I did see Kelsey, so. Okay, onward. So we did Jensen Motors. Report on hype.
Conrad. Conrad,
Yes.
up to the thing.
Yeah, so it's official.
That pointy thing on the table.
Yeah, that thing over there.
The glass of beer right under there for you.
We're gonna make you exercise.
Yeah.
Yes, we were there at Hype to talk to the group that was there. They seemed to be very attentive and very alert and very interested in what we were talking about. Talked about the background for Sister City Connections. Talked about Hans Jost, the German, and how he strengthened the relationship between New Ulm, Minnesota, and Ulm, Germany. And then he was definitely very, very much in favor of the strong relationship. And then the exchange was named after him. And I talked about how the exchange works here, that we do have host families and they do come here to work, and I explained all that to them. Brian Service talked about his experiences, I should say, many experiences in hosting, which they've done many times. Mayor Boisman talked about how to get involved. Nice job on that. And there was some nice exchanges with the people later on. They seemed to be interested and wanted to know more about it. So that was the report. Do you have any questions from me?
Were we considering inviting them to the welcome?
Inviting them to where?
The
the
welcome
welcoming.
reception.
Are there lots of them? How many?
I think
How many are
that's-
there?
I don't think there's a number. There could be, there wasn't really a lot of people there.
I
If
was
they all
told
came.
at one time there are 300 names on the mailing list.
Oh, it's potluck.
So I don't know, I mean, I'm sure a lot of them aren't active, but
Do they have a chairman? Invite the chairman, vice chairman.
Yeah.
Leash.
That's a good idea.
And yeah,
Representation.
because they're the same age range, I think it's good to have some
Yes.
young people there.
And they can secure her to come talk to their group
Absolutely.
right away.
They were interested. Some of them did say, it's a little harder for the young group to host somebody because they don't have that extra bedroom.
Yep.
And, there are other activities. But
Bathrooms.
they're very interested and they were wanting to know more about it.
Sure. Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Anything
Thank
else?
you.
thank you,
Thank you.
Conrad, for
Very
doing
good.
that for us.
Yeah,
It's a great way to get them involved.
exactly.
So you want to talk to Lisa about sending an invitation to them?
Yes, yes.
And Rachel Smith is the chairman.
That's my niece.
Rachel Smith.
It's at
Oh, really?
United Prairie. Is that the bank over here by the funeral home?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
United Prairie.
Yeah, she's my niece.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Conrad Travis.
And then there's also, consider approval to reimburse Con in the amount of $10 for attending the Hype Luncheon meeting.
I move that we approve $10 for Con.
Second.
Second? Okay,
A second.
okay. And all in favor?
Aye.
Very good. And you have a receipt, right?
Lisa's got it.
She has it?
She has it.
Perfect. Okay. Legion fundraisers.
We're not ready yet. The
Okay.
meeting is Wednesday, but I'll know stuff at our next meeting.
Okay.
Just as an update on that, I believe the check will be sent after. You won't get it the same night. There have been some groups, and it wasn't the Sister Cities group, but there have been some groups that have left it uncleaned, and somebody had to spend hours cleaning up.
We're perfect, Bob.
Well, I knew that, but because they can't treat one group different than the other, you will not be able to walk home with what your benefit was this time.
Then we
because-
don't have to run it up to Lisa anyway. If they just mail it to her, that'd be terrific.
And they can probably do that with your, or whoever's running it. But I just wanted you to understand that they're not punishing any one group. They're not punishing anybody, but if you keep it clean, if you clean it up, it'll be there for you. But if not, the cleanup charge will be subtracted.
Okay,
Makes sense.
so that's clear.
We do.
Very good. Greetings from Ulm. Commissioner Minch. So how long were you there?
6 weeks.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's my usual stay in the summer, 6 weeks. I've got some photos I thought I'd share with everyone.
Mhm.
That would be the easier way. Let's see, zoom in here. There you see an Ulmer Sputz.
Yeah, yeah.
by the way.
Hard to
There's,
miss.
there's Kelsey.
And guess what the store is that's right there? If you take a look at the Sputz. It's a
For
music
sure.
store. Teaches
Music.
music lessons.
Yeah,
They got all
music.
sorts of music stuff.
Yeah.
What we have on the pictures, Kelsey, of course, on the left. Connie Uswal is behind her. She was from Germany in 2011. Next to her is Michelle, who we sent over in 2013. And then Ellie is there, who came over here in 2014. So those were the people that, former exchange, that people that were there at the meeting. They're invited a lot more. The mayor specifically invites people to this. It comes from the mayor. There were 21 people in attendance. And this picture sort of gives you an idea.
Wow.
We ate outside the Rathaus, the Ratskeller
Yep.
of the city hall on the patio. And we have here's Mayor Zisch, the Oberbürgermeister. Here's Frau Hemminger, who's the one we deal with. And the meal is paid for by the city of Ulm, and you eat off the menu.
Is that lemonade there in the glasses?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah, it's definitely.
Radlers.
Good
Stan.
stuff. There were representatives, I was looking here, 3 host families were there. Representatives from the Stadthaus Ulm and the Rathaus Ulm, the Oberbürgermeister, which is Mayor Zisch, Lions Club Neu-Ulm, Lions Club Ulm Neu-Ulm, Lions Club Ulm Neu-Ulm Schwaben, and then there was Frau Hemminger, of course, and then you have the Sister Cities people that were there previously. So it was 21 people in attendance. It was really well done.
Well attended, yeah.
Okay. And I always meet with some of the former ones. This is Hans Klardny. He was here in 2003, his wife Carolyn. And on the left is Amelie, and on the right is Lisa, their children. Hans is still a chef. He was a chef. I forget what was out there before the Pizza Ranch. It was run by
20th Street
yeah,
Grill.
20th Street Grill. He was the German cook out there at the time. Okay. Here's Pia. We met, she's in one of the posters, we met, there was a wine fest going on at the time. So we went to the wine fest, had a few glasses of wine. I brought along a young man who's interested in coming from Ulm to here, so she explained to him in German what she all did to do this. 3 young men have expressed an interest from where that I know personally to come over here and possibly be part of the program. So there are some people there. Okay. Then we have Stefan. Christian Yaden, first of all, on the left.
Christian.
He was here in 2009. On the right is Stefan from last summer. Now, the question I have while we're doing it, this is the sign that is by Neu-Ulm as I enter the city. Do we have anything like that in Neu-Ulm? I had that question, that there's a sign that says, we are sister cities with Ulm, Neu-Ulm. And if it's something we want to consider, this is posted. I've seen that in many other cities, that it's a sign as a sister city of Ulm. See, you can see they're members with 3 different countries.
Ticino.
But I thought it would be nice if we had something similar to that someplace in town, if not, for people to see that we do have a sister city. So I can zoom in on it a little bit more too. And that's a Schwesterstadt with Neu-Ulm. So that's something we want to consider having around our city if it's possible. You have to go through the council, Mayor, I suppose. Yeah. But
Unless you put it on the Hans Jost kiosk.
yeah, okay, that'd be one spot, yeah. But so there's information in the kiosk, but I thought a sign or 2 around town would be nice too, someplace. I think that's
Absolutely.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something for us possibly. Okay, here I have Stefan Pogadl, and he was here in 2006. He's with his wife Katrin, and on the left is Rosalie, and on the right is Josephina. This is Joe Bumball.
Yeah.
He was here in 2008 with his wife Sonia and their daughter Hannah.
Very nice.
And then you saw the article in the newspaper which I wrote and submitted before I left. I didn't know I was going to get in there. But this is Ralph Milde, the guy who makes the spatzes. And we're working on the outside the Ulm. Anybody have, Vicky, you were in Ulm, right? Anybody else? You saw the large spatzes behind the Minster. He's thinking of bringing us a mold for that we could have some of those, and I have someone who might sponsor that. Cool. So they're possibly coming. And before I forget, Mayor Zisch, Oberbürgermeister Zisch, as he got up to leave, he says, I am coming to New Ulm, so I've told the mayor the ball's in his court to invite him.
Very good.
Okay, so those people all send greetings, and then we talked about Hans Jost quite a bit, and Frau Hemminger did some major, I got a bunch of pictures from her, and this is Hans Jost in his younger days.
Oh.
And that's what he looked like. I got this picture from someone here in town, and that's, I think, his wife Lori with him. It's a little blurry because when I blew it up, it got a little pixelated.
Yeah.
So I am in the process of writing an article on Hans Jost, which Frau Hemminger did the research on, and I'm having it translated so that we can give the community information on Hans Jost. She did some real good research when we dedicated the park, and she told about the park in there. I have an article on here, Zisch, Oberbürgermeister Zisch, that is there, and so that's another one that I'm working on. So those would be the welcomes from New Ulm, first of all. I'm finished with that part. I'll just stay here because I got some more.
Okay. Sounds good. And you saw my pictures. I sent the pictures of Vice Mayor Albert Obert, and met with him. Had a great meeting with him from Neu-Ulm. My daughter and I sat down with him and a secretary, and just shared about our cities and that type of thing. And then we met with Dorothea over in Ulm, and she met with us, and Patricia Gutta, who was our foreign exchange student from 5 years ago, she was there with us as well. And Mayor Sitch, he just kind of passed by, and so we got to meet him at least, but he was on his way to another meeting, so he couldn't meet with us on that day. But beautiful. Yeah, Ulm and Neu-Ulm, very beautiful city. And really, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, our whole trip. And Poland, of course, was fantastic. So easy to drive. You know, renting a car and just going. It made it very easy. So good. And then the Ulmer Spots article published in the Neu-Ulm
Okay.
newspaper.
This one you saw here in New Ulm, and I had turned it into the newspaper before I left because we had mounted the spots on our kiosk.
Mm-hmm.
And I was meeting with Herr Milde one day, and he says, "You see the article?" And I thought he meant this one. Oh yeah, the one back in New Ulm. Fine. No. He says there's one here in Ulm. And Ulmer Spots lands in Minnesota. And I'm thinking, how did this get over there? I'm totally puzzled until I got an email from Lisa that George Glotzbach had sent some information over.
George.
And I'm having this translated, but what's interesting is it talks about me a lot in my home and how I have my home in Germany, the flag's out in front, the Ulmer Spots, and it says something about me is here, but my heart is with Germany. Something about my Bauch or something, but my heart is with Germany. And I'm waiting to see the translation a little more clearly of that. So it talks a
You'll
lot.
decide if you're going to print it or not.
Pardon? Yeah. Yeah. And then there's the picture. They had the paper of our article.
Wow.
So, and then today I got this I got from Professor Kelpine. This is Pia and Kelsey meeting with Herr Zisch. This was in the German newspaper. I just got this before I came today.
Very good.
Huh.
And so there was a meeting of them in Germany. It doesn't say the date here, I don't think, but they got together. The one is coming and the one is here. So that was another one that came.
Nice.
So that just came today. Okay.
Excellent.
And we'll give you time to walk to your chair, because you got the next one. Actually, the next two.
Okay.
Advent Calendar 2016.
Okay, we have to begin working on the advent calendar. There is a possibility we need to replace one of the covers, the cover sheet that was the ornament,
Yeah.
because the business lost it. I'll wait till November 1st
Okay.
before I order a new one, and it would cost us $25 if I have to have a new one made. So just information and approval. The second thing is last year after the season, we talked about making a brochure to put at the businesses. The cover would be in color, and then inside is the story of the Advent calendar as told to us by Marlene Domeyer, telling welcome to the Sister Cities Advent calendar. These businesses in town are sponsoring it. Marlene saying, and then we'd have a listing of all of the businesses that have it, what day they have, and what they're displaying. The name of the picture they're displaying would be in color.
Sounds
And
good.
so I was told these would cost about $15 per 100. It'll be a full, it'll be a one-page thing, but back to back. Now, my one question would be is how many do you think we need if we're going to do this? This is up to you to do it, first of all. We talked about it.
Yeah.
It was a suggestion that came from the public. It would be nice if you had a folder. So we had 22 businesses last year participate. And I will start this month going out to solicit from the businesses who are interested. And most of them said they'd do it again. So, and it
So would
means-
we have those maybe at the businesses?
They'll be at the businesses, that's the point.
Yeah.
Each business would have some, and my question is, how many do you think you have to have there? I've never done a brochure distribution like this. I mean, 10, 15?
10 or 15?
Yeah, at each business, or you want
Oh,
more?
at each place?
At each
Oh,
place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wild guess of
Because-
15, if they need more, we get more? I mean, that's just my question, if you want to
I
do
would-
this.
I would suggest that you also have some at the chamber.
Okay,
Because people come into the chamber, what's going on, what's with what's with the windows?
yeah, okay.
Oh, well, here.
Quite a few
Okay.
there.
And now the question is, how many do you want me to print at $15 a hundred?
We've got the money, I mean,
Yeah,
you
so
know.
like, it's just a question, how many businesses, 10 or
22 businesses.
15,
22.
chamber, do we want to do some like at the hotel?
Mhm.
The Best Western. You know, a lot of
I mean,
outside
just throw
people
me a
coming in
number.
and
I
do
have no
something.
problem getting printed. I will, once I get all the businesses, I'll be making the new one up.
Okay, so,
Why don't we start with 1,000?
yeah, I was gonna get.
And if
some
it goes
thousand.
quick, we can always go
Yeah.
back and reprint.
Okay.
Because it's right at the college, correct, Jack?
Yeah,
That
they're printed at the college for John Ring,
I would agree.
okay?
Okay,
And the only thing is, I don't know if Carol had a chance to do the pictures yet. Okay, that's the newspaper is going to do, like you had in the paper this last week, in a special flyer, I forget the name, Bruce, what is it called? That they have a special flyer that deals with
Insert.
weddings, what do you know, or something like that. It's a special advent calendar or newspaper
Okay.
flyer, I forget the special name, pages to pages. They will put all of our pictures in with the description and where they're gonna be.
in the newspaper.
And
You're talking about a
they've asked
tabloid,
Carolyn
which
to
is
take
just
pardon
a
me?
newspaper put on the
Call
side.
Kevin on that.
So she's gonna call and try.
No, I already did,
Oh,
when
you
you
did?
told me the last time, and he said he had them, so
Oh,
I
he's
didn't.
gonna
have-
take them, the ones I
well,
had.
I don't know, he said he had the pictures, so
Well,
I
he
said,
wants to use the ones I gave, because someone asked me to have you take, your camera's better than mine. So, okay, if
so
he's,
retake the pictures. I asked Kevin, and he said, no, we have those
he's
pictures.
gonna use them. Okay, that's fine, because someone said to me from there, please get different pictures if Carolyn, her camera's better than my little thing, you know, you had just gotten the new camera you were getting when you said at the time.
I didn't have it at the time, but I
Okay.
do have it now.
Okay,
So
well-
I could, is it Kevin I work with?
Well, Kevin's the one I talked to, but there's, whoever develops that flyers, who's the guy that does the work with these special inserts, like wedding planning things, and then I forget
well-
what was in
Oh,
this
Rear
last-
is the one who called
Be
me.
be a combination of the newsroom and the
My-
ed
But
But I
department.
had two people, it wasn't Kevin at the time, there's somebody who seems to handle those things. And I'll have to call Kevin and ask
Sure.
him, I'll get back to you, Carolyn, then if I find out. So that would be, the only thing is the new pictures, he said, because
I
her
would do that.
camera's better. Everything's upstairs, Lisa knows where it's upstairs right now
All
here.
right.
Do we need to do a motion for the 1,000?
I would say yes.
Yeah, I would
please.
say
I shall move.
Second.
And a second, and all in favor?
Aye.
Passed. Very good. And then language class.
Okay,
German.
we have not had a German language camp or adult German language class for a number of years. And while I was meeting with the girls at the little get-together, Kelsey expressed an interest in possibly doing a German language class this summer. And I thought I'd bring it to you. Is there an interest if the commission would like to do it? Now, where does Kelsey live? I forget. She's not.
She's
Redwood
up
City.
from the
Jordan or
cities.
She's in the
Belle Plaine
cities.
or-
Yeah, close to the cities.
Okay. But now she has asked us to look for a job for her to work in the area, which would maybe
Exactly.
help. Okay, so that might help. But if you are interested in running the camp, I will research what was presented at the camp. The money, I know Lisa can tell us how much we've allotted, what the person got paid. I might possibly be able to get a hold of Kurt somehow in Germany and ask him what he taught. And even today, I had someone ask me if we were teaching an adult German language class. And I says, not right now, because they were going to Germany in September, October. But Kelsey comes back, and if she's interested, she could develop a program for next summer possibly, if we are interested in reviving it. So I got that ball possibly rolling
Okay.
again.
Okay, that sounds good.
So
And
is there
just
in-
come back with us with some figures
Yeah.
on how much it's gonna be to resurrect that.
Okay.
Then that way our cash waste signs are not false advertising.
Right, yeah, I know.
I have to change them now.
Okay, so I'll look in and try to touch base. The price, I can just look back in my old minutes, because the old financial reports tell what the cost was. I don't know what they paid the presenter, and I will send an email to Kelsey and see again if she's really interested, because then I'll do further research.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Great. Okay, consider motion to participate in local parades. German American Parade, October 8th. Yes?
No,
No?
do we have somebody to ride in the car?
Well, we don't have Pia yet here, but
Right.
do we want some of us to be in there?
I-
Just to get exposure, I think.
We had talked, is that the one we talked about using my car, not that one? Because I'm in Cuba that week,
Oh,
so,
okay.
so not our car. Maybe your car?
Oh, your car. You have a nice car.
I mean, do we have anybody to put in it?
Yeah, do you have anybody to put in it?
I would
Yeah,
It was
I'm not
lovely
gonna
when we
just-
had your daughter in
I'm
it.
just not gonna drive it, I mean,
No.
you know.
I'll drive it, but I'm not gonna wave. I mean, I'll wave, but I'm not gonna sit up. It was fun to drive. You wanna sit?
I'm not gonna wave.
Yeah, if we'd have somebody to ride in it.
Get a
Well, I
couple-
could ride
Get
in
a
it
couple
when-
of commissioners to sit and go,
Yeah.
we could take
Who
the
wants
class.
to join me?
Wave, you take the class.
I'm willing to do
Is there a
it.
costume that goes with it? I mean,
Put your kids in there.
lederhosen and.
Well, my kids are
We have
grown.
none here.
Oh, okay, then they won't want to do that. Never mind. I thought
There are
you.
none here. For the
Right,
last
that's
3
what we
years
did
they're not
last
here.
time.
So
There are none around.
I don't know if we have anybody here.
The last 3 are still in Germany.
what time is the parade? Like
11 o'clock, would
11
you
o'clock?
say?
It's 11, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is 11.
What is it, 11?
Yep. I'm available.
What is this?
And you were looking maybe at
11
gas
a.m.,
Was it go?
on Joe's
Yeah,
exchange people.
but nobody's, I don't think anybody's
It's,
here.
the German, that's a really small parade,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's just like families that go. So, I mean, having another
15
car would be
minutes.
nice.
15-minute, yeah.
And we have the sign to put on the car, right?
Yep.
Don't we make your? do you-
Yeah, but is there a name on it, or do we just,
Well,
It's
that's
just
what's there.
Oh, the one you just
the one I made, yeah, or had made?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm
We can
willing
make-
to
we can
ride in
make
it and
something.
wave. If anybody wants to join me, great.
It's a one-person car if it's my car.
That's true. Okay, I'll wave.
Well, I gotta tell people that, you know?
You can get it.
There are those,
Well, my wife could be on my lap.
well, she could if you wanted.
She could
to.
drive it.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then we got
We
parade.
got those roll bars, Bob,
Yes, I
you know, and
Oh.
only one person fits in between.
So we need to do a motion for that.
So move.
Second,
Second.
and all in favor?
Aye.
Pass.
Is there any cost? Because we should include the cost if there is any cost. I don't know.
I don't think there is.
I
is there?
don't think there even is a,
It's usually just.
No,
The end of
oh, no,
parade, there's
no, no.
sometimes is a cost.
It's come as, who comes?
Oh, okay.
Whoever
That's
comes.
all right, thank you.
Okay, good. Gas for the car. Parade of Lights, November 25th.
Mr. Chair, I did tell Pia that she would be in it.
It's right
She is
after
bringing a
Thanksgiving.
dirndl, but depends upon how cold it is.
She may have to have a
Yeah.
Eskimo coat or
So
something.
she is aware she will be in the Parade of Lights.
Okay, sounds good.
Would you then also make sure whatever car she's in, that you would be able to have some lighting for it
Yes.
and make it lights, otherwise it's.
Yeah, that's
Eddie
a
and
good
Sue
idea.
Our
let
car
us
won't
up-
be in that
We
one.
No,
could use Vicky's.
Eddie
I've
and
got
Sue said
duct
no
tape
on
that'll
that
hold them
too
on.
because
Yeah,
of.
well,
that
this
lights to be
is-
in the parade.
This is what I mean, it's got, you gotta have lights on, otherwise it's
Absolutely.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Parade
They
of
won't let
Lights,
you in without them.
appropriate. So anybody have a nice car that we can
I
put
know
lights
one other
on?
person who's done it in the past. I'll check with them first if they're willing.
Okay, as far as vehicle,
A
right?
vehicle, yeah.
Okay, good.
If it's not in storage.
And then bring that back next
Yeah,
month.
most of them are in storage by then.
And the last
Ours will
several,
be in
last
storage.
several years, Cheryl and I have been in the back of a pickup,
We've done pickups work too.
so.
That should work too.
I also think she should sit next to Santa.
Santa baby.
Way up on top of that.
Yes, that'd be cool.
So, motion to approve Pia in the Parade of Lights, and we'll get a vehicle for her.
Does that have a cost?
I bet it does, don't you think? $10 isn't that what we used to pay for some of the other parades that we were in?
I,
I can't remember, I'm sure
I
it does, and
would
I'm
think
sure you
$10
need
I
a
think
Lights
10 would
typical
have some
return.
cost.
Yeah.
I would
So
think.
let's
Whatever.
investigate the cost, and,
Can't be much more than
No.
$10 to $15.
Really?
Just authorized payment of whatever
Okay.
costs there are.
Yeah.
okay, let's do that.
I'll make a motion, we
If it's over
participate in the Parade of Lights,
$25, then we have
I
to come back to
second
the
it.
commission.
and pay the
Okay.
fee.
Okay, so motion,
It was me.
by Bruce,
okay, second,
So,
and all in favor,
Aye.
Aye.
passed. Any announcements?
Yes,
Yes.
our student 3 years ago, Lauren Luffy, is finishing up her 4th state fair this week in Spencer, Iowa, and heads back to her job in Ulm next Tuesday.
Great.
And she did Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, and now Spencer got to see her at Minnesota. I wanted to get her over to the Concord stage because I figured they might let her up there, but they were so busy and short that she couldn't get
Okay.
away. But doing well.
And we saw you at the Concord stage, so,
and it probably, the way that stage is run, they have a clock, it's about 14 by 14, they're bigger than, a foot. And they put a little green sticker on go, and 45 minutes later, they put a red sticker. And the guy came right up to me and said, you go about 10 seconds over that
Yeah,
red sticker, and we're gonna cut you right there, boom,
they're like a Swiss
in the
watch.
middle of a
Fuck,
song.
right?
So,
Yep.
it was fun, but
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was
It
neat.
was.
It was really neat.
Okay. Any other announcements? Otherwise,
next meeting will be when?
is October 3rd, Monday
At,
at 5:15.
It'll be here.
That's
It's
City
the
Hall.
next
Right
one.
here.
It's the next
Oh,
one.
that'll be
after.
here?
Yeah, the next
oh,
one.
that's,
Yeah,
she's not
November.
coming.
November we're doing that.
November years, that's right. She's coming in end of October. Gotcha.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. So any motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in
Give
favor?
it to Bob.
I-
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.